Namaskar from City of Joy, land of wisdom, knowledge and culture. Honorable Dr. Subhash Sarkar, Minister Government of India, President ICI, Raju Iyer ji, Shri Harshvardhan Neotia ji, dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, my dear students, and of course, always keep in mind members of the media. It is an absolute honor to be here. I am delighted. I reflect as Neotia ji has done. All of us sitting here have been students, but your challenges are enormously tough, and your opportunities are manifold more. Extremely delighted to be associated with the 9th National Students Convocation-2022 of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, and look at the credentials. Second largest in Asia, first in Asia, second in the world. You are part of an institute of excellence, unrivaled in Asia. I will be sharing my thoughts with young minds without being handicapped, and I am sure you all will appreciate it. Part of it will be my agony. I am Chancellor of 3 dozen universities. I am visitor of 11 private universities. And I am the unlucky one for whom participating in a convocation is very rare. None of the 11 universities, private universities, handled by chancellors of eminence, even bothered that there exists a visitor. And as Chancellor of state-aided universities, my pain is all the more. I am therefore delighted, privileged, honored to be amongst young minds who will contribute for welfare of the nation. I can tell you, my young friends, I have had sleepless nights when I look at the education environment around, because I know you are the people to shape the destiny of this country. There has to be greater focus on education. The institutes have to blossom into temples of education where you get opportunity to fully exploit your potential for larger welfare. I must therefore tell you why it has happened. The Governor of West Bengal, who is in unique position as Chancellor of 3 dozen state universities and 11 private universities, these honorable gentlemen formed union, and formed union in writing. And objectives to defeat the wholesome objectives, motivations, well-meaning thoughts of the constitutional head. Through young minds, I need to convey, I am never in anger. I am never in retaliatory mode. I am in pain. You are the right people who will be taking a big leap in the world of opportunities making your parents proud, making your teachers proud, making country proud. I therefore assure you, the man here is a product 100% of education. It was a scholarship that I got that gave me quality education. I shall not countenance anyone who plays with education environment, be it chancellor of a private university, vice chancellor or vice chancellors of state universities, or the government of the day. I shall not countenance. I have constituted a high-powered committee to look into the matter, comprising of a retired judge and a former vice chancellor. I therefore tell you this. Why? One is it out of context? No. I say so because it is my primary focus that only change that can be brought about on the planet, the only change that can bring peace, the only change that can serve humanity is by young minds. They have to unshackle themselves of fear, stress, and tension. Never carry any tension. Never carry any fear. And you will find you will be architect of destiny of this great nation once it was Vishwaguru. I recall the words, reflections of Kavi Guru, Rabindranath Tagore. What did he say? Where the mind is without fear and head is held high. And what do we see around? Mind is full of fear. A kind of fear that because of that fear, we are not able to speak about fear. And our head obviously is in shame. Sublime thoughts, preaching wisdom without being practiced is far more severe than cowardice and injustice to society. I would appeal to all of you, all your life, never betray your conscience. Never be captive of fear. Never be captive of stress. The world will unfold before you as you do on a computer. I therefore on this occasion will beg of you to keep in mind at least three things. Always keep nation first. This must be your passion. This must be your mission. Be ever beholden to your teachers and parents. You can't be judgmental about them. When I became governor, I got a call from Kerala. The board told me the call was dropping continually. I said, reach out that number. And it would be Miss Ratnavali Nair, now 90 years of age, my teacher in school. I knew it, and it was her call. So we can't be judgmental about our teachers and our parents. It is an unfortunate scenario. The dignity of the teacher is societally not being so regarded. Remember, my friends, Dr. Radhakrishnan was a distinguished philosopher, vice president of this great country for 10 years. He was president of India. But what are his credentials? Teacher. September 5, we remember because he was a teacher. Dr. Abdul Kalam is very dear to us. not because he was a great scientist, not here because he adorned the presidency of the country. A teacher. He breathed last in the Northeast in the company of students. And therefore, keep that in mind. And then, ever make your alma mater proud. Give back to the society through the alma mater, and you will find it a very, very rewarding experience. I have seen by attending prestigious functions at Indian Institutes of Management, where for some rational reason I have been invited as you have invited me. IITs, the alumni are the spinal strength. But alumni is spinal strength. When I had the occasion to host alumni of IIT Kharagpur, I invited them, they came all from the globe. I invited them at Rajbhavan, had interactive session with them. Some of them had come from a developed democracy, the United States. You cannot believe each of them said, whatever we may give, every visit to IIT Kharagpur is a gain to us. What we carry from the institute is far more vital to us in our functioning, in our serving the society, in our conducting business than what we have given to the institute. And this came from a person who had donated periodically millions of dollars to the IIT. And I can tell you, what he gave was much less than what he took away earlier and what he was taking during this visit. The long history of more than 75 years of this institute emboldens me that the vision of the Prime Minister shall be realized. I have no doubt that India, that was once home to greatest of institutions, Takshila, Nalanda, that will revive. How unfortunate is my situation that after 34 years, after talking to all stakeholders, after getting input from lakhs of people, from distinguished academia, there was evolution of national education policy. And here, we don't want to adopt it. I've been working in overdrive. Why? Tell me. I am the first servant. National Education Society, education policy is not a political issue. It is an issue deeply embedded in the welfare of young minds, young students, future of the state, development of the state. We will be laboring under misconception if we attribute development to industry. Industry is vital, business is vital, but development, genesis, epicenter of the development is your hard work. That development emanates from this fountainhead. I know in our country we don't have a culture where you become equal partners in financial gain. Illustration was given by Neotia ji by giving you two stories. I tell you very frankly, you cannot fail. You shall not fail, because the environment which is being generated in the country helps every young mind who is innovative, creative, and wants to do something. It is after a long gap the rise of the country is like a plateau. All elements are rising. When I was, and I want to tell to young boys and girls, when I was elected to Parliament in 1989, my greatest possession was I could give 50 gas connections to anyone in a year. And I could give 50 telephone connections. And what have we seen in last 7 years? 170 million people getting gas connection free. Walking into a bank created really shiver in our spine. And 270 million people were brought into banking network. The world is changing. The all kinds of mechanisms that have been evolved in the shape of startups and others are for you. If you study India's industrial hierarchy, where are those 10 who ruled Indian economy in 1950s? 8 have vanished. In every decade, we are finding shifting thanks to people like you. And that is why creators of wealth, creators of job, creators of employment, creators of societal welfare are having no lineage or background in their direction. They are first timers. Boys and girls, particularly those who are taking a big leap in the outer world, I wish to inform you, grab the opportunity. India is changing. Its image is being recognized. We have a civilizational background which is unrivaled. The genius of Indian mind is unrivaled, and being product of Asia's largest institute and second in the world, you can walk into any turbulent weather, any turbulent area, and generate positivity and growth for the nation. I do hope you will reflect that my slight deviation was not as a matter of fact deviation. It is rationally connected to the occasion in which I am participating, and for that I am beholden to the entire management of this august body. I wish you very best and great luck in your future endeavor to help the country and society at large. Namaskar.